Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Syazana Abdullah Sani, and today I will present my study titled Environmental and Physical Design Attributes of Restorative Park for Neurodivergent Wellbeing, a systematic literature review. This research explores how urban parks can be designed not only as recreational spaces but also as restorative environments that support the sensory and cognitive needs of neurodivergent individuals. What if park in Malaysia can be set to get better health benefit for easier access to nature? Urban parks already provide opportunities for recreation and relaxation. However, if designed carefully, they can also become environments that actively support sensory and well-being. When we think about inclusive parks, several environmental aspects become important. These include multisensory experiences, circulation, accessibility, and wayfinding. Together, these design attributes influence how people navigate, perceive, and emotionally respond to a park environment. To understand inclusive design, we first need to understand neurodiversity. Neurodiversity refers to the natural variation in how human brain function. These include individuals with autism, ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, and other neurological differences. Neurodivergent individuals may experience environment differently, particularly in terms of sensory processing, attention span, and also social interaction. Architecture and neurodivergent. Architecture and environmental design play an important role in shaping psychological well-being. Urban green spaces have increasingly been recognized for their restorative potential. However, traditional design approaches often overlook the sensory experiences of neurodivergent users. This study therefore adapts a neuroaffirming perspective, recognizing neurological differences as part of human diversity and encouraging environments that support inclusion and well-being. This presentation will cover three main parts. First, the theoretical background explaining why nature supports mental restoration. Second, the thematic analysis of park design attributes identified through, and finally, design implication for creating inclusive restorative park. I will begin with the theoretical background, focusing on two key theories that explain the restorative benefits of natural environments. The first theory is attention restoration theory. It is developed by Kaplan and Kaplan, and this theory suggests that prolonged mental effort leads to directed attention fatigue, especially when we spend long periods focusing on tasks such as studying, problem solving, or even screen exposure. When we spend time in natural environments, it helps with restore attention by engaging what is called involuntary attention, and it allows the brain to recover from cognitive fatigue. Research also demonstrates measurable differences in brain activity before and after exposure to nature. When individuals spend time in natural environments, brain activity associated with stress decreases, while area related to relaxation and attention recovery become more active. According to attention restoration theory, restorative environments contain four key qualities: being away, which means that a sense of escape from one's normal setting or daily stress. Extend, meaning environments that feel rich and immersive. Fascination, where natural elements capture attention effortlessly. And compatibility, where the environment supports the activities people wish to perform. The second theoretical framework is stress recovery theory. It is proposed by Roger Ulrich in 1983. This theory explains how interaction with nature will result in positive emotional reaction because natural environments are generally regenerative because they promote recovery from any kind of stress. Natural settings such as vegetation, water, and landscape help reduce stress and improve emotional well-being. For neurodivergent individuals, environmental stresses can include sensory overload, unexpected routine disruption, and demanding social interaction. These factors highlight the importance of designing environments that support sensory comfort and emotional regulation. Stress recovery theory identifies several factors that contribute to recovery, including social support, which is a sense of safe space. Secondly, connection to nature, environmental richness, and engaging environment. Thirdly, sense of control. Studies show that people who feel that they have a sense of control over their situation cope better with stress, and they are healthier than people who lack the possibility to influence their situation and environment. And lastly, positive stimulus. By striving to avoid any negative stress factors in a physical environment. Together, these factors create environments that promote relaxation and emotional balance. Building upon this theoretical foundation, the next section presents the findings of systematic literature review and thematic analysis. This study employed a systematic literature review following PRISMA guideline. Articles were collected from major academic databases including Scopus, Web of Science, and Google Scholar. After screening and eligibility assessment, 39 studies were selected and analyzed to identify recurring design attributes themes related to restorative park environment. From this analysis, several recurring themes emerged that inform inclusive design park. Overview of the theme. 5 key themes were identified representing the environmental attributes that contribute to restorative park for neurodivergent. Theme 1. Nature-based and biophilic design. Natural elements such as trees, vegetation, and natural landscape play a significant role in mental restoration. These elements help create environments that support relaxation, reflection, and attentional recovery. Plant diversity not only provides scenic view but also act as barriers to wood noise. It is also help in thermal comfort as it can be a shading device across walkways within the park. And forest immersion is one of the attention restorative theory qualities that give a sense of therapeutic and biophilic elements. Studies indicate that partially open green spaces with trees, shrubs, layered vegetation, and water elements are particularly effective in relaxation and cognitive recovery. And then, a life also attract other life. Animals attracted to plants show that a biodiversity is present, and melodies of birds, the undulation of waves, and the rush of wind constitute agreeable sounds. Design elements such as lush tree canopies, meandering walk path, textured greenery, and auditory cues like running water play a critical role in activating soft fascination, which also helps in attention restoration theory. The lush trees, like I said before, can be a shading device which also helps in thermal comfort for users and a scenic view for humans. Theme 2. Multisensory environmental regulation. Sensory responsive environment engage multiple senses in a balanced way. These include visual, auditory, olfactory, tactile surface, and gustatory. For example, the incorporation of sensory therapeutic garden, incorporating touchable plants, natural soundscape, aromatic plants create an environment that support balanced sensory engagement. Scenic view also encourage reflection and contemplation. Additional elements such as interactive pathways, lookout points that support confidence building, memory supportive signage. A restorative visual environment is clear, relaxing, harmony, and interesting. A restorative visual environment is characterized by harmony, clarity, and positive sensory engagement. The next is tactile and texture. The haptic sense of touch evokes experiences, the environment with the entire body instead of just the hand. Material textures, environmental comfort. Accessible movement features including wheelchair-friendly obstacle courses can further enhance sensory engagement and inclusivity. And lastly, olfactory and acoustic. Noises come from traffic, industry, and other human sources are noises. Natural sounds can help relieve tension. Theme 3: Spatial sequencing and environmental complexity. Spatial organization plays an important role in helping users navigate environments comfortably. Gradual transition between active and quiet zones allow individuals to regulate their sensory exposure. Key strategies include gradual spatial transition, clear circulation routes, and zoning, and balanced environmental complexity. For neurodivergent users, transition space between high stimulation to low stimulation prepares expectation in moderating sensory experiences. For example, it can be alternative route with a pleasant green space with benches to rest before connecting to busy plaza to a reflective pond during the journey. And then moving following that is zoning of active and passive or low arousal or level of regulation. Hussein et al. 2023 indicate that creating functional organized outdoor spaces contribute to restorative outcome. This might look like incorporating movement-based furniture such as wobble stool, rocking chair, hammock, swivel chair, exercise ball, or balance board, creating opportunities for movement-based activities and dedicated activity zone such as obstacle course or jungle gym. Basically, it is to create a functional zone and environmental complexity which allow the spaces to be solitude or social interaction to support autonomy and emotional comfort, preventing overstimulation. Theme 4: Sociality, Autonomy, and Movement. Sociality, Autonomy, and Movement. So basically, seating choice accessibility is about semi-private seating zones where secluded green corners and compartmentalized gathering areas enable varying degrees of social participation, while public seating arrangement accommodating larger groups can coexist with quieter, less visible retreat areas, supporting both community engagement and solitude. Social private is vegetated corridors or shaded pathways allow users to gradually move between active and quiet zone. And movement affordance is about walkability, where exploration routes helps with visual or auditory aids. Theme 5 is psychological and cognitive outcomes. Exposure to restorative environment can positively influence cognitive functioning, emotional balance, and stress recovery. Studies have shown that well-designed green spaces contribute to cognitive positive outcome, mental restoration, and emotional outcome. Studies also shows that natural elements helps in create positive alpha brainwave in, associated with mindfulness, relaxation, contemplative, influencing attention and restoration. And thoughtful contemplative design part attributes therefore serve as essential psychological intervention, enabling individuals to recalibrate emotionally, manage stress, and experience an improved sense of mental balance. For closing, in conclusion, this study highlights how restorative park design can support not only general well-being but also the needs of neurodivergent individuals. By integrating nature-based elements, sensory-responsive environment, and clear spatial organization, urban parks can become more inclusive spaces that promote mental restoration and psychological well-being, especially for neurodivergent. Ultimately, these research contribute to the development of inclusive restorative environment aligns with sustainable and healthy urban living. Thank you.